logs rolling in off the East River bank. Like a shroud, it covers Bleeker Street, fills the alleys where men sleep, hides the shepherd from the sheep. We're capoed on the 4th fret here, and we're going to play a C chord shape. It's actually an E, but we're going to call it C so that we don't get confused about what shapes to make with our fingers. So, C, G, F, C, and then G, back to C, and down to A minor, then E major up to F, and then C, G, A minor, and then we do the little intro up to C, G, F, C. Okay, right away before we go too much further, you'll notice that when you listen to the record, you hear notes up here. And we'll talk about that afterwards, but let's start down here. You can hear on the record 2 guitars, and the one that's playing in the lower position is sort of in the background. It's a little more faint, but if you were just going to do this with 1 guitar, I think this is the better place to play it. So let's run through that one more time. So we've got C, voices, G, leading F from a sad back to C cafe. Smiling faces down to G, try to, back to C, understand to A minor. Here comes E major, I saw a shadow to F, touch A shadow's hand, back to C on bleed to G, E, A minor, her street. Then we walk up to C, to G, F, C. Okay, now I keep doing this little thing with my finger on the C chord, where I'm just flattening it out to get the 1st fret of the 1st string. You don't need to worry about that. That's just me trying to imitate what you hear out of this other guitar position. We'll come back to that later. So in its real basic form, C, G, F, C, and then G, back up to C, and down to A minor, E major to F, and C, G, A minor, walk up to C, G, F, C. Now on the right hand, I'm just keeping that thumb going. The thumb's sort of playing every quarter note beat. If I've got voices leaking from a sad cafe, smiling faces try to understand. I saw a shadow touch a shadow's hand on Bleeker Street. So the easiest thing to do there would just to keep it steady Let's see, how's the next verse go? The poet reads his crooked rhyme. And see what I'm doing there is I'm just playing my thumb every quarter note beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Right? And it really hardly even matters in the grand scheme of things which note of the chord you hit with your thumb. You know, sometimes on the C here I was playing strings 5 and 4. Then when it went to G, I went to strings 6 and 4. You know, if you kept to the same pattern, 4, 5, 4, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, that would sound fine too. So the most important thing is that you keep the steady rhythm with your thumb, and you're just sort of alternating among the lower, bassier strings here. And then, like I said, the simplest way to do it would be to use your other fingers every other beat like this. Poet reads his crooked rhyme. Holy, holy is his sacrament. And so you notice that I'll sort of break out of the right hand pattern in order to get a few of these little bass runs in. Don't worry too much about those. Those will sort of come in time as you go along, and we can talk about them more. Now, when it gets a little more, you hear more notes than that, the main thing that's going on there is more like this. Slow that down. So see, I'm just kind of going 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2. So the thumb's hitting every time. And sometimes I'm hitting with both of these fingers. 1, 2. Now 3 and 4 and thumb 2. Here, thumb, second finger, thumb, first finger. In classical guitar, they go P, I, M, A, from the Latin words for those fingers, and so that would be P, P, M, P, M, P, I. P, M, P, I, P, M, P, I. Thumb 2, thumb 1, thumb 2, thumb 1. You know, sometimes I rest these other fingers on the first string just to keep them out of the way, and then other times I pick them up. That's just sort of a habit of mine. It's okay to do this. It's nice if you don't have to. Okay, this is getting long. I'm going to stop it there, and maybe we'll send one where you just play the whole song, and we'll take it from there. Okay.